Welcome to fall in Southern California. So I don't know where you guys live and what the weather is like there, but in Southern California, it is about 90 degrees outside right now, and it's not exactly feeling like fall where we live. So we're trying to kind of get, into that fall spirit, and because we're not really in the fall like weather. I have 4 kids ages 6 months to 6 years and really want to kind of embrace like the fall traditions basically. So I want to go to a pumpkin patch, which is kind of hard to do, so I'm gonna need Eric to help me with that. I want to use up some more of the apples from when we went apple picking a few weeks ago. Do some more fall baking things. We did some fun little fall baking things before, and I kind of want to do like a round 2 because I found some more recipes that I think would be really fun. And they're not even like recipes or anything. They're just like cutesy little extra step that you make just to make it like Halloween theme, and I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Also just like enjoying the last few days of sunshine that we have here because it is beautiful outside and it's not going to be this way for long. Once the weather changes, once the time changes, we're not going to be able to enjoy like our beautiful hot, sunny Southern California weather. So we're going to spend as much time outside as possible, which in October and November just seems so silly, but that's just where we live and we're so grateful for where we live. So we really want to take advantage of it before we kind of miss our chance and then it gets all gloomy and kind of cold. And I'm not even going to say rainy because it doesn't rain, but just gloominess. And so we're going to do a Southern California kind of fall video. So I'm glad you're here and follow along with the life of the Troxels. So one of the first activities we did was this like drawing tutorial that we saw on YouTube.
Look it.
Cute.
And they have so many tutorials, so many in literally every theme that you can think of. This one we selected a hot cocoa mug, which seemed very fitting for the season, but they have so many different like cartoon characters and food, and they have some that you draw that have little tricks, and it's basically a dad and his kid drawing it, and he just shows like no matter your age or your skill level, you can draw, and it always turns out so cute. This is something that Maddie and I like to do together. I can work while she draws and we can draw together, and it's just a great way to be creative and spend time together, and it's kind of like our new favorite thing. So this is from Art Hub, and I'll link their channel down below so you can see some of the tutorials yourself. And as you'll soon see, we made these adorable little Oreo bats as our next baking project.
And the fun part is we get to eat the Oreos, the other side of them when we're done. Go ahead and pick out your pies you want. I'm gonna do these 2.
I'm gonna do these 2.
And then I'll do these 2. All right.
But how do we do a mouth?
We're not doing a mouth.
Okay.
So I'll do it on this one, and then you can do the other one, okay?
Okay.
I'm not sure how it comes out. Okay, that's adorable.
Look at mine.
Oh, I like them. There you go. Okay, now do the other one. Okay, stop. Perfect.
Now I'm gonna do the sleeping one.
Okay.
It looks sleepy.
Yeah.
I got some major mom points for something that took 5 minutes, low effort, high impact.
Hey.
Ah!
Ah!
Careful, Bats! What are you doing, Bats?
Ah!
Thank you. Those are adorable. Go ahead and eat that one.
So one of my recent videos was us going apple picking as a family. So I found this crockpot recipe from the Pioneer Woman as a way to use up all of the apples that we have. And also, since Hunter is now 6 months old, he's starting to eat solids. And I said, what a great way to have your first food is be homemade applesauce. And again, going along with the low effort, high impact, where you put it in a crock pot and it cooks all day. Literally just apples, water, and a little bit of lemon juice. And I also put some cinnamon in as well. You needed 3 pounds of apples, which was perfect to use all of them up, and it turned out delicious. Hunter loves it and the girls love it. And it was an easy way to feel like fall even when it's 85 outside. Now, when you live in Los Angeles, going to a pumpkin patch entails going to the middle of a mall parking lot, but it's still actually pretty fun to take your family there with all the different activities that they've set up. They did a really nice job at this location, and we always say it's a great way to spend 3 hours and $300. And I exaggerate a little bit because obviously you don't have to spend that much. We bought a lot of tickets for the rides and the games, and we got our face painted, and you could do pony rides and the petting zoo and some rides for big kids and little kids, and they had little food trucks set up. We didn't eat anything there, but it was definitely a fun time for all of the kids. And we ended up going the weekend right before Halloween, and it wasn't crowded at all. I feel like this is something people do earlier in the season, and we really lucked out. And it was a great time, even if it was like 75 outside.
Wave. Wave.
Who's gonna win?
That's a yummy pumpkin. Hi, cutest pumpkin in the patch.
Zucchinis! What is wrong with you?
So we're gonna make these little like mummy hot dogs here. So I have some hot dogs, some crescents, and then our little candy eyeballs. Addie's gonna help me.
I kind of feel like Joey Tribbiani with these hot dogs, yum. Crescent rolls, yum. Candy eyeballs, yum. But all jokes aside, this was another super simple Halloween theme, kind of fall themed meal. My kids like hot dogs and they like crescent rolls, and I thought mixing them together in these cute little mummy shapes would be a hit. It actually worked out okay. They were totally willing to give it a try, but it wasn't like amazing and wonderful. So I'm like, good thing it was just kind of simple to do.
Can I do one?
Yeah, you can do one.
Is that it? It does
Well,
smell
we're gonna
like
add the
hot
eyeballs
dog.
at the end.
It does smell like hot dogs. Oops.
That's why I always say low effort, high impact, because if I'm spending a lot of time on it and it doesn't work out, or my kids don't like it, it just like really hurts my feelings and I get like really discouraged. So I try to have like little pockets of fun and not being afraid, even if it doesn't work out, that it's still worth giving it a try, because look how wonderful it is with Maddie doing this little project with me. She even got a piece of paper out so she could write the instructions down so she'd be able to explain it to people later, and they just turned out adorable and just another little festive end to the Halloween season. So I was feeling a little nostalgic about where we live and how we never go to the beach. And I'm like, with daylight savings time, I felt like I was missing out. And so we're like, let's just go to the beach. Why are we waiting for like the perfect opportunity to go? We can even go when it's cold. And that's what we did. It was a little bit overcast, but we went out, got some pizza, wore our sweatshirts, and just enjoyed being outside in the fresh air. And what a wonderful place that we get to live and come to the beach regardless of the time of year. It was just a fun way to kind of, again, squeeze in those last few hours and days of being outside before it just gets too cold and wet and miserable as we're coming into fall and winter.
So I'm just getting my shoes on and I'm heading on out for the rest of my day. And I wanted to talk about how excited we are for the rest of fall and the other fall activities, because I kind of feel bad for Thanksgiving because everybody always overlooks Thanksgiving. When you're end of summer, it's Halloween, and then it's Christmas, and then Thanksgiving's in the middle and nobody pays attention to it. Also in that time is my daughter's birthday. Also in that time is my birthday. And we're just feeling a little overlooked at this like super busy time of year. And I personally love Thanksgiving. I love the food that is served at Thanksgiving. I personally love it. So I feel bad. It genuinely makes me feel bad that Thanksgiving is forgotten. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving. Like, I love you. I promise I do. So I definitely love this time of year, and I'm really looking forward to see some of the other traditions that our family will come up with for the next couple of weeks as we're transitioning to Thanksgiving and before we're kind of getting into the Christmas season. Like I said, we have birthdays during that time, and it's just a lot of fun this time of year for everybody and for the Troxels and things like that. And so I'm just would love to share it with you, and I'm really glad that you're here and following along with the life of the Troxels. So I gotta head on out, so we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.